One Day in Luxor, A Time Traveler's Dream from Hurghada by Alice Phillips. There's a unique kind of magic that comes with watching the desert roll past your window, golden and ancient, as you head toward one of the world's most legendary cities. My day began in Hurghada, where I was picked up bright and early, still a little bleary-eyed but buzzing with anticipation. The moment I stepped into the air-conditioned vehicle, I knew this wasn't going to be just a day trip. This was going to be a journey through time. Road to the gods. The drive from Hurghada to Luxor took a few hours, but it didn't feel that long. Maybe it was the shifting sands, or maybe it was just the thrill of what awaited me. Our guide was warm, knowledgeable, and brought the legends of Egypt alive even before we arrived. Every minute felt like a drum roll to something epic. Karnak Temple, standing among giants. Our first stop was the Karnak Temple, and wow, nothing could have prepared me for that scale. I stepped out of the van and into what felt like the spine of ancient Egyptian civilization. The hypostyle hall was an unending forest of columns, each one thick, towering, carved, massive. I touched the sandstone and felt the echoes of 1,000 prayers. My guide told me the ancient name for Karnak, Hatshepsut, the most sacred of places. No argument there. Ha! I could barely process how many pharaohs had added their marks to this place. The energy was overwhelming, solemn, yet electric, like the air after a thunderstorm. Ha! Lunch in Luxor, falafel with a side of pharaohs. By the time we left Karnak, I was starving and surprisingly emotional. We stopped at a local restaurant in Luxor. I devoured the falafel and rice like I'd walked across the desert myself. Eating lunch with the Nile shimmering not far away felt surreal, like dining inside a history book. West Bank wonders, the afterlife's front door. After lunch, we crossed to the west bank of the Nile, and the mood shifted, quieter, more contemplative. Our first stop, the Colossi of Memnon. 2 immense statues of Amenhotep III, standing like silent guardians. They were worn but proud, and I swear one of them almost winked. Okay, probably not, but still. Then came the Valley of the Kings. Just wow! Even though photography wasn't allowed inside, I'll never forget the intricate wall carvings inside the tombs. The air was dry and cool, filled with the whispers of the past. We explored 3 tombs, each more ornate than the last. I had goosebumps from head to toe. Here was the heart of Egypt's mystery, their journey to the afterlife carved into stone. Hatshepsut's temple, a queen carved in stone. Next, we visited the Temple of Hatshepsut, nestled dramatically at El Deir el-Bahari. The structure rose from the desert in terraces, symmetrical and bold, just like its queen. Hatshepsut, Egypt's only female pharaoh, commanded respect even now. Her temple felt more like a statement than a building. I was here, and I mattered. I stood at the base and just breathed it in. This place is a miracle of design, etched right into the cliffs. Papyrus and alabaster, souvenirs with soul. With the day winding down, we had a little free time for shopping, and I didn't waste it. I wandered into a papyrus institute where artisans demonstrated how this ancient paper was made. Fibers soaked, pressed, dried. The patterns told their own stories. Then at an alabaster workshop, I watched as craftsmen shaped luminous stone into delicate vases and statues. I bought a tiny statue of Anubis, half jackal, half dog, all charm. back to Hurghada. Sunset reflections. As we drove back toward Hurghada, I watched the desert fade into dusk. My phone was full of photos, but it was my heart that held the clearest images. Sun-drenched temples, shadowy tombs, the murmur of the Nile. Summary of the day, one unforgettable image. Standing in the hypostyle hall of Karnak, utterly dwarfed by stone pillars, feeling like a grain of sand in an ocean of history. Alice Phillips. Titan!